Well, rural communities often face a lack of resources compared to urban areas, including finding access to high-quality attorneys. The University of Nebraska Children's Justice Clinic is now expanding into rural areas as law students prepare to help fill that void. Well, Director of the Children's Justice Clinic, Professor Michelle Paxton, joins us now with the latest on this effort. And Michelle, thank you for your time here this morning. So if you would tell us briefly about the clinic and why it's needed.
Well, Janet, thank you for having me here today. The reality is there is a shortage of high-quality attorneys to represent children in juvenile court because the traditional law school experience does not provide students with the training and support they need to be effective. So at the Children's Justice Clinic, we represent children that have been abused or neglected through no fault of their own. And they are thrown into the world of juvenile court where crucial decisions about their lives will be made, prompting the need for a most powerful voice at the table. So when we have a program like this, it ensures those children have their own fighter in the corner who is going to be extremely zealous for what they want and what is in their best interest. Now, the clinic gives our third-year law students an opportunity to represent these real children and youth who are going through the system and ensures those children have a high-quality law student by their side the entire way.
Michelle, what do these law students learn through the clinic that they may not get through the traditional law school experience?
That's such a great question. So, parents and children entering the juvenile court system often experience complicated circumstances such as domestic violence, substance use, mental illness, cognitive limitations, and the daily stressors of living in poverty. To effectively represent these children with such complex needs and family dynamics, attorneys must have a working knowledge of these issues, understand how they impact children, parenting and family functioning, and be able to advocate for plans that ensure child safety, permanency, and well-being. Now, the curriculum at the Children's Justice Clinic not only focuses on essential courtroom skills, federal and state child welfare laws, and the child welfare process, but ensures each of these law students have a working knowledge of all those complicated issues as well.
Michelle, how is the program working to impact rural Nebraska communities? As we know, Nebraska has a vast area that is definitely rural.
Absolutely. The success that we found here in Lancaster County with the Children's Justice Clinic prompted us to expand the program to the rural communities you mentioned who desperately need attorneys to be effective advocates in juvenile court. The sad fact is that despite the lower population density of our rural counties, over 60% of the petitions filed for abuse or neglect originate in those parts of the state. And to make matters worse, currently 12 of our Nebraska 93 counties have no attorneys at all. So by expanding this program, our goal is to increase the availability and quality of all attorneys interested and willing to represent children and families in juvenile court matters across our state.
All right. Well, Michelle, thank you very much for your insight today. University of Nebraska Children's Justice Clinic Director, Professor Michelle Paxton. Go online to law.unl.edu for additional information. Thank you, Michelle.